Hello, Henrico learners and families. Welcome back to EdFlix. My name is Miss Scott from Ward Elementary School. I'm very excited to be your guest teacher for this week's activities. Today, we are going to practice distinguishing fiction and nonfiction. So, your learning target for today, please repeat after me. I can distinguish fiction from nonfiction text. So what that means is that on today, we're going to practice recognizing and reading through and exploring books that are either fiction or nonfiction. And we'll talk about how they are different and what makes a fiction book fiction and what makes a nonfiction book nonfiction. To start off, you're going to watch a Brain Pop Junior video about nonfiction. Remember that nonfiction books are books about real people, places, things, and events. They are not made up. We can trace them back to history with dates and factual information. On the other hand, a fiction book may not be about a real person, place, thing, or event. We may not be able to trace them back to history, and some, if not almost all, of the information is not factual, meaning it's not necessarily true. You can think of nonfiction text as text that have text features like bullets and headings and captions and photographs and dates and the names of real people and places and things and events. Whereas a fiction text would be a book that would have lots of dialogue and conversation, characters, setting, plot that would take you from beginning to middle to end. And some of the events that happen in a story may not necessarily be realistic or actually happened. So as you watch this Brain Pop video, please listen to Annie and Moby describe nonfiction text. After watching the Brain Pop video, you are going to have a chance to practice sorting fiction and nonfiction in an independent practice activity. You will be looking at the cover of different books as well as closely scanning the titles, and you will sort those books and the covers of those books under the correct column. You will sort them as a fiction text or a nonfiction text. For example, you might see a book entitled Cinderella. You may also see a book entitled Polar Bears in the Arctic. Now, based on the covers and those titles, you would sort them where they belong. Cinderella would end up going under fiction because it is a fairy tale and the events that occur in the story are not true. Whereas for Polar Bears in the Arctic, that would go under nonfiction because polar bears are real animals and the Arctic is a real location. Don't forget to log into Clever to access the Brain Pop video. Finally, when you complete both of those activities, please log into Lexia and complete 15 to 20 minutes of activities for today. I hope you enjoy learning about the difference between fiction and nonfiction. Please remember today our learning target is I can distinguish fiction and nonfiction text. Stay safe, keep learning, and always read a book and make it fun. My name is Miss Scott from Ward Elementary School. Thanks for letting me be your teacher this week. I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day.